Yo, Ben's striking is slick, Look at some of the. Oh my god, look at the sophistication. The timing on the shots. Israel Adesanya should relinquish his nickname after this. Are you serious? He should bequeath the Style Bender name on bended knee to Ben at this point. They probably have to warn Ben in the back not to punch so fast because of the limits in today's technology. I don't want to be sexist, but let's be honest. Yeah, women's striking isn't the most enthralling thing to watch. And Ben's striking sucks even by women's standards. And this is who Jake Paul picks. And don't get it twisted thinking he picked a professional fighter. Ben is a grappler. He's always been a grappler. He doesn't really strike. He kind of just flails his arms till he gets the takedown. And don't get me wrong, there are great strikers in women's MMA, right? I'm not saying it like that. But they're few and far between. Not everyone could be lighting up fools or foolettes in this case, like Amanda Nunes or Valentina Shevchenko. But when they say, right, it's a stupid question, but it's always a scenario, right? They'll be like, if you run into this MMA fighter in an alleyway, right, and he can only strike, mate, I am taking my chances with Ben Askren. I think I can avoid most of that little pitter-patter shit he likes to do. Although he does have that one special move, right, that's a little bit worrisome. Yeah, it's basically, let's call it what it is. It's a Rasen Shuriken. Naruto probably stole that shit from him, cheeky bastard, right? And I don't know if I can completely avoid it, right? I'm just being straight up, yeah? I still don't know how Damian Maia avoided it. You need Sharingan to see that shit coming. I mean, look at it just whistling past him. Maia was probably deafened by the ringing in his ears after that one, which makes it even more extraordinary for Maia not only to carry on fighting, but to win. That just speaks volumes about his level, right? So to be fair to Ben, yeah, he's never been a striker, but he's going up against Jake Paul, bell-end extraordinaire of this platform. And you know what, yeah, Ben could potentially get his ass kicked by this Alright, I better not say it. Yeah, Ben was cherry-picked to make Jake Paul look credible. Can you believe it? That's why he has to win. But here's the thing. This should be a walk in the park for Ben. Are you serious? He's been up against scarier strikers than bloody Jake Paul, but he doesn't have his wrestling when fighters start to wail on him. Yeah, he can't just take Jake Paul down, and I'm happy he's getting a nice payday, but this does not bode well for MMA's reputation. Imagine losing to this malingerer. People shat all over him for talking so much shit to Jorge Masvidal and then getting his ass whooped, yeah? Imagine the shit show that would follow if Jake Paul KOs him. He'd take it on the chin, yeah, like most things, but Jesus Christ, forget MMA, forget the Olympics, forget all your other accomplishments. You're the guy who lost to Jake Paul. The only thing Ben has is experience and durability, yeah, everything else is in Jake's favor. Youth, technique, training exclusively in boxing. Not to mention, yeah, Ben is shot-born and was never the most dynamic on the feet, but hey, you can squeeze the fuck out of a watermelon. Ben prided himself on not working on this facet of his game, right? Because he could just take fools down, and that wasn't until he got to the UFC that fighters really took advantage of this tendency, right? Amanda Nunes might have a better chance of getting the job done, but here's the thing, yeah, this is fucking Jake Paul we're talking about. We've seen him only fight bums. He's never really had to rally from the brink of defeat like Ben. He's not acquainted with adversity like Ben. I mean, just the murderous punches from Robbie Lawler alone, not only to take that shit, but to turn it around and win. He might not be the most athletically gifted guy. He moves like he's weighed down by cinder blocks, but no one could call Ben's toughness into question. He seems to have a rock chin and an iron will. And I'm gonna tell you right now, yeah, straight up, if I took even one of those shots from Robbie on the ground, he would have drilled me into the canvas. They would have had to unscrew me when the octagon gets disassembled. Mate, all these fighters that get their shit rocked and then get up on their own and walk to the back, mate, I would be Sean O'Malley to the back. Get me a fucking stretcher, yeah? You're gonna have to hoist me up. And you know what? I'm not even getting up. How about that? I would remain in the fetus position if I got my shit rocked. I would just ask if I could just occupy a quiet portion of the octagon while the other fights took place. Yeah, better yet, fit a goddamn trap door in the middle. I'll just hang out with John Jones under the octagon until the fights are over. You fucking serious? Being like Jerry when Tom was trying to get some punani.